Valheim, slow and easy. Hello, everybody. It's episode 42? Might be 41. Sorry, I confused myself with if I might have written it ahead of time. I look at my little piece of paper there. In which case, so welcome back. The adventure continues. In the last episode, I think we left off right around here, up in the workshop at the base, by the bridge. The really cool, shiny bridge. Look how shiny it is. Water makes things shiny. I'd be like the Isaac Newton of shine. I'd be like 1200, and I'd scratch it on a piece of birch bark, whatever the word for water, and making things shine. All right, let me, so that would be, and I'd be murdered for that. They would get me. All right, so we're going to continue the journey north. Kind of got the spirit of adventure in our bones, in our souls today. So I'm going to just rest up a bit. Bit of a goof that you didn't see is I tabbed out of the Valheim game and then messed with OBS because the shrimp squad came on, and now of course they're freaking off. They have a siesta scheduled into their thing, and then Valheim crashed and it hadn't saved for 19 minutes. So I woke up in my bed. I ran over immediately because if you recall the last episode, I just started making a base here up here, which we got to come up with a name for it because currently it's named Tar 4, and we'll come up with a better name. I was going to build a base to settle in a bit without you because that's just me doing this a lot. Really kind of, it's just easier for me to not talk while I do that, although you could do it. I just me going that okay, okay, maybe. So I left you out of it. But I ran back and I hadn't even gotten there. I had run, it was still cleared like this. So anyway, yeah, it was still cleared. So like this map part was still kind of cleared. So it had saved somewhere returning, I don't know. But it woke me up in my bed and I had to redo it. And then I got carried away. I really did. I went a little goofy on this. So let's head up there. We're going to do a little experimenting with the comfort system, something I've kind of been wanting to slightly mess around with as we get into the game world. So, but I went nuts. Look, I built this whole base. I built this thing. I even have structure connected to the trees, which will be bad when the trees get knocked down. I built a wall for defense. I even have some spikes on the other side. Lots of back and forth. Even got a workbench here that works. So this is the base that I built without you. Even went deep on the stairs. Look how far down the stairs go. That's for swimming. I figured... Actually, I want to take out a couple of these pieces up here. Really just kind of messing around with all the various ways of connecting and oh shit, yeah, there's a bunch of crap up top that I need to get rid of up there. Yeah, there's a lot up there actually. Core wood, grab. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at it now with the fresh set of eyes for some reason. I'm not liking that it's not symmetrical. But I also thought maybe I'll try to make something comfortable like this. And it's within the fire zone. And it's given me a comfort of 1, which sucks. That is low comfort. So I think something that affects comfort is a food. Let's put a food down. Put a fish wrap down. Let's see if this changes the comfort. When I sit, it's at 1. It's still at 1. I think maybe I need walls or something. I know there's a whole system for it, but let's go with a decoration. I think decorations are a huge part of the comfort system in the game. But it's a bit odd in terms of how to line it up. I think that might... Yeah, okay. There we go. I want it to sort of be on the post. And I brought that guy. Nice. Poor thing, and even in death, those lily pads are forever bound to his head. Who knew? If only that worked for humans. Comfort of 1. I have a rug. What gives you 4? I think I need walls. I think what's missing is this sense of a wall. Here, let's try this. And a roof, maybe? 7? All right, well, what a comfortable, what a comfortable spot. Does taking the fish wrap reduce? So let's try putting a circling on the table. So that's pretty cool. We'll be able to dial in comfort around here, and it's an interesting spot. I figured it's sort of kind of like a northern base. It's between some big land masses, and so something about this just called out to me. And maybe it's a fishing spot. I even put this kind of little walkway down there, because actually this is really more for boats, because you know, like for instance, coming up on a high boat, I'm not sure why I have that, but coming up on a high kind of thing, and the boat goes under it, and then the mast starts getting jammed in and whatnot. So anyway, before we move on, I am gonna mess around more with this corner. I kind of want to just fart around with it completely right now, but let's I have enough. Just make sure that fan is not hitting straight into the mic. I don't know if it'll pick it up. It's pretty warm in here. We've got a summer day. My windows are closed. I have cardboard up in the back windows behind me. And it's like 6 p.m.-ish. So we've been baking, and also straight above the roof is the building's roof. So like we get kind of warm. It kind of heats up a bunch. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we're going to make a couple more decorations just to sort of put a couple of circling guys up. Should we do them symmetrical? Yeah. Definitely feels risky though, because there's a troll standing over there that has a huge log in his hand. And I want to destroy his entire existence to be safe. Because I deserve to feel safe where he lives. Why am I always... Alright, come on. Yeah, is that even what I did before? It's not. Somehow I did this. Did I? Don't know. I don't know. What did I do over there that made it work so nicely? Here, how about this? Let's do it. So you can't, the thing is you can't center it. It's like as soon as it hits the center line, it snaps to the other side. I think I can do this. This is good enough. Good enough. Well, that's kind of center line. What the hell? Is there a wood in there? Why is it? What? Why? Why is the game messing with me? All right. Now I know they're not lined up, which is going to be. So today, in today's episode, we're going to go get a boat. We're going to build one. We're going to get boat fixings, and then adventure awaits. Very excited to see what's on the other side, because what we possibly will do is reach the Mistlands, and that will be very cool for everybody involved, which would mean crossing this land. See, we're not that far from it, so let's head back Oh yeah, I'll just show you the defensive system I got. Kind of, I built this little walkway over here. Take a look. There's the troll. There's a bunch of baddies. Maybe we'll go kill the troll. And see, I got some spikes. Menacing. I know there's some sort of mechanism where if you build whatchamacallits. Hold on. Before we do that, let's just put some of our crap back. You build whatchamacallits, fireplaces or fire pits. I think that stops them from spawning or something like along those lines, which might be worth trying out. So that'll be like the building materials. And this can be stuff. Excuse me. So yeah, man, I am sweating. I'm wearing a hoodie like a fool. Let's get out there. I kind of want to test this spot with the big troll, but I sort of feel like, oh, how the hell did this guy come from? Swimming? In fact, I think that might be a level 1. So let's, yeah, I think it is. Level 1 with a stick would destroy that base. Yeah. Look at this. Over here. Nice. Well, this has gone kind of wild here, hasn't it? Alright, let's go test out our defense system here, now that I've alerted the locals. Huge, tall, upper sort of story up there, huh? On this base. So let's see how these guys do if they come in and get poked. Nice. Okay, they're going to their right. Look at that. Look at them. Look at these little goofballs. Oh. Okay. So they like to come around here. 44 coins. That's not bad. Look at this base. This is awesome. I haven't done kind of more, you know, more of a base than the usual kind of barely anything type of place in a while. So maybe if I build a, does a torch give me a little comfort? I know it's like the decorative sort of stuff that sort of adds to the comfort thing. Still at 1 right there. So I'm wondering. Oh, I'm too curious right now. I gotta test this out. Does it just mean? I think it's kind of like the. It's kind of like the workbench. You got. I think there's just, you sort of just need a certain amount of sort of overhead coverage. But, you know, this will be a good spot for fishing. Maybe launching some fishing expeditions from around here. Does that add comfort? There are 6. So I take this one away. Now there's no comfort. Put it back. 6. So it's that feeling of being sheltered. I think, though, this might be the move right here. Right here. That gives it... And I think just, like, build a little room. 1. And you got to be within the fire zone. Maybe a table. Hearing buzzing. I think it's the connect. I hope it's not the. These headphones are a fairly recent acquisition and they're really nice ones, but the freaking connector. It just. Anyway, I don't need to start bitching about that now, but pretty annoying. Oh, comfort. I'm looking. I know I can just wall it up and then move on. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe that counts as like a... I'll try. Sorry, I'm totally distracted by this. This is not at all. One more. Okay, just a couple. I just gotta try this. Maybe something like making like a little hut. Shelter. I saw the word shelter pop up. I don't want to block off the beautiful view, you know? So here, let's try one of these. And polish off the top here. Okay. Shelter. Let's do this real fast. The chair needs to be over. Just over a little bit. Table. Shelter. Comfort. 7. I had to do it. It had to be done. I couldn't. There was no moving on. Okay. Does that thing change it? Yes. All right. Give me this. Give me the small. Let the small one work. Give me this. Give me the. Come on. But it really just wants to block off. You really got to have a little bit blocked off. A little bit more. 7. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. So let's do some adventuring. This is a great little base. I kind of want to just change the entire game and move here forever. I could start building the entire, replicating the entire base back here. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so we're gonna build boat stuff. Gonna do another portal return. Probably just keep tar 4 since it's easy in the brain, but we'll have to come up with a name for the little base across the way. I have my head chest and my random other stuff chest. We'll decide on what kind of food we might eat and bring. And we'll hit the repair station, toot sweet. Hopefully we'll get a sighting of the Mistlands and then come up with a strategy for entering it, because the previous effort was by boat, and although there were 2 of us, which made it a little bit easier, you know, we still got messed up in all kinds of ways. So what goes into a boat? So we need 100 iron nails, 40 wood. Ancient bark, 40. Okay. Well, let's make a bunch of iron nails. 50. Thank you. So we need 100 of those. Well, there's 50 fine ones in there. 40 of those. What's that? Was it 10 deer hides or 10 deer hides? Not 1, 10. And I don't keep ancient bark. One of the things I use the least amount. Hopefully there'll be a huge something for them eventually, because I have a lot of it. I also have a ton more. 40. And we can build one. Isn't that great? Pretty exciting. See? Whoa. What's got to be over water? That was ridiculous. I was going to build one for fun right here for my buddies. Well, that's a huge... Oh, I did. That's for the long. That's for the big long ship. I wasn't even going to... I was going to do the carve. Well, fuck it. It's not like it's costly, you know. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll have the huge ship up there. That'll be sort of the northern port. North port. So, okay. All right. Well, my mistake will be the shipping innovation of the century. Oops. Didn't mean to. All of those. All of that. 20 of these. Take half of those because I messed up. You could eat another bite. Let's do that since we're at a food low, which means we can go. Should I do all the good stuff? I feel like I need to save one spot. Do a 45. A 55. And we'll bring some, I guess I got the fish wraps. That's good enough, I think. Let's give you 70 health, 23 stamina. Onions, get some bread. Get some more bread. Still haven't gone to the grocery store yet tonight. Hoping to get some of their discount meats. I always look for the stuff that's on sale. I can't get anything full price. That's ridiculous. Usually it's been fried chicken. They sell them for like $7 or $8, but they mark them down to like $3.50 or $4.50 or something like that. That's been my jam. Do you want to bring some rocks up there? Okay. All right. So this is a good adventure. Oh yeah, we got to do the portal. So I want to rename. What? We'll call it North Port. Up we go. We'll call it North Port. Gotta remember to do it on here too. So North Port. Little base. My system's already collapsing because I didn't bother to stop and name it. This is like in video editing. Always take the time to name your files and do your folder structure. It's annoying and it kind of drives you crazy, but it's so much help for later if you do a decent job at that. All right, yeah, I wasn't planning on making a big old boat. Oh wait, duh. So hold off. So this is going to be North Port. Those. Drop some rocks off. That is enough wood. Okay. Who's excited? Who's excited? Does it gonna? There's a big old boat. So I think we'll just cross the sea. Hell yeah. Look at that. I really just didn't intend to do the big ass boat, but you should be able to name each boat now that I have two big ones. So maybe we'll try to like make sure we always return to this one. Like this boat doesn't go south. Maybe, you know, obviously we'll probably, I'm sure I'll end up messing with it, but. So yeah, excellent. That rock is a little bit on the risque side. So we're heading north now. Settings, audio, music. Just trying to get kind of close to that land. There's a bunch of little islands here. Oops. Okay. Cool little base. Setting off. Adventure. The open seas call our name. Summoning our spirits to greater glory. Scrolls will be scrolled of us. Tablets will be chiseled. Friezes will also be chiseled. Wood carvings. Again, with the chiseling. That'd be a fun name for a woodworking book, wouldn't it? Again, with the chiseling. So I'm going to try to get into some woodworking again. It's been a bit of a thing I've been putting off, and I've got so much cleaning and sorting and organizing I need to get done. And changes to make and stuff, but I have all this wood I could glue together, and I have a bunch of little projects that just need some sanding. We're just gonna have to take it slow, wrap up my wrists real good. You don't realize how much you use your hands until you can no longer use your hands. I can't bend my hand back I can still edit. It seems long hours, so the hope for editing is there. Look, all the there's just like fish flopping around on an island. Just there for the taking. Or maybe that's just their culture. All right, let's hit some waves. So I'm seeing some interesting shapes that way. That spiky, that might be Mistlands. I don't want to just drive up on some Mistlands though. That makes me a little bit scared. That's a little bit too much. But that mountain shape just jumps into my head as being possibly different. Oh, it's just clipped out. So let's see where we're... Oh wow, yeah, there was a lot of water between here and there. Somehow I saw this little bit here, and I just figured we'd be kind of crossing a strait, not traversing a swathe. Yeah, that's definitely Mistlands up that way, I think. So I'm gonna be careful because this gets scary real fast. I want to find a spot where it's connected. I mean, I guess I don't have the motor power, which I feel that makes it feel risky. Even now, it's worse with fog that's... Oh god, this is bad. BG stones. Okay. So here's what I'm not doing. I'm not going to go rushing into the Mistlands like this. I know this is not the exciting adventure I promised, but I need to go get motor power is what I need. And there's a very specific reason that'll make sense when you finally kind of... So I can go faster. But it'll give us a chance to clear this. See what's under here. There's clearly some landmass. I just assumed I'd be hitting like plains and then that would I need to find land. I'm willing to sort of hit the shoreline and scout it out, but I need to have motor power. There's just yeah. Because it's also the risk of the rescue mission. The stakes go up with by myself. Then the rescue mission becomes even more daunting because then the only way to go rescue is you're going in weaker. So it's just this mad dash to try to get some get your body in. All right. Well, that's... Oh, I see something. Pretty good adventure so far. We just took off and ran away as soon as it got cloudy. Get back in the car, kids. I found a picture of a bear on my phone. What is going on over here, though? There's like an island or something. I don't have the harpoon. Maybe we'll grab the harpoon. Oh, lost power. So yeah, this is all ocean. Sorry, don't feel it. Not feeling the glory. Kind of wish you could pick this song. You have found an ancient record player. Oh, ancient record player. Just like Odin. Okay, so. You know what they do with boats? They take them out and they cruise them around. Maiden voyage, but it's like a stress test. It's sort of a... You don't do it like they did with the Titanic. Did they ever take the Titanic out before they... Not even like a little... Just a quick spin around the harbor just to... See if it explodes? Gotta have done that, right? Or was the because it was their first maiden voyage to America across the Atlantic. I must have done a test drive. Don't they do that with every boat? Isn't that just like a thing you would do? If I ran a business, I'd cook a burger before I sold a burger. You know what I mean? One hot dog, please. You got it. Welcome to Hot Dog Emporium. Welcome to Hot Dog Mania. The Hot Dog Emporium. And then I'm Googling how to cook a hot dog. Well, that'll be fun. All right, yeah, we got to get motor power for sure, though. So, okay. This turned out to be a big bust. That's it, kids. Get your swim trunks. We're going to the Wisconsin Dells COVID Emporium. We're going to go swimming in one of those indoor water park hotels where every room is filled with mold. I don't know. Okay, see some trees. That's a good sign. Getting a little wind here. I see a fish. It'll also be good to kind of come rolling in here and get a... There's a bunch of rocks and islands and crap, right? So yeah, we'll maybe do a little mapping of rocks. That helps me with the landing, with bringing the boat back, you know? See the upper right corner? I can change the... You can go all the way out. Here. 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 There we go. Yeah, that rock really threw me off. That, like, little plains island. I should put a Certling guy on there. There's a little permanent light. They do stand out. Okay. Thanks for hanging with me, everybody. It's slow and easy. It's not called hurry up and get yourself killed like a damn fool. Okay? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Valheim. Hurry up and get yourself killed like a damn fool. It's me, your local resident damn fool, Hank. I replaced the previous damn fool, whose corpse has yet to be found. I thought it'd be funny. I don't think this is really that funny. I was thinking about trying to figure out ways to explain the horrors of the planet and the world that we find ourselves encumbered with. Wow, this boat is just way bigger than I... See, I designed it for like the smaller boat, you see what I mean? But that's right. It'll do. Okay. Well, that was good. It got dark pretty fast anyway. So what did I say? It was... Oh yeah, we're gonna get the harpoon. And you know, there's just sort of like ways of approaching stuff that... Thinking patterns. Talking about economics. Economics, sorry, algorithm. The whole system of money and work and economics. And the tisms. And all these systems of control and shit. And all that stuff. And it's like, bro, this sucks, bro. I think you know what I'm referring to. And people that take an interest in these topics tend to... And I don't mean this as a judgment. There's been all kinds of really brilliant and smart people that have done a lot of good, hard-earned work, hard-earned lessons, a lot of sadness, a lot of tragedy, a lot of stuff that went shouldn't have been as bad as it was, blah, 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 blah. So there's genuinely good and healthy... Oh, I know what I need. That's right. Okay. I need to bring the wisp. Oh, I forgot to light a wife. It'll be like they're on vacation. Maybe the wives all just... Oh, I think I lost it. Did it flatten up? I think we're down 2 wives. Sorry, I know my thoughts are all intersecting. I was in such a hurry to sleep, I didn't even light a wife. Yep, we're down. Yep, it looks like we're down 1. We're down 1 more. Ah, that's tragic. Down to 5. Hey, that's the point of having spares. You know what I mean? What was I saying? Oh yeah. So one of the ways that I think those of us interested in, yeah, this thing is good for mists. It says bound wisp to guide you through the thickest of mists to sort out the challenges. By the way, what do we say we call it? Tar 4, right? Yeah. We gotta go get motor power. Purpose coming back. Is that when you start learning stuff, and it doesn't really matter what ideology I'm even getting at. It could be all things. It could be the train hobby business and the people within that world who have different opinions about proper train hobbies. But one of the things about it all is you tend to find ways of, I don't want to say conforming, but falling into patterns and grooves that are already there. And again, that doesn't mean they're wrong or bad or incorrect or not hard fought, but they do seem to get repetitive at times. And I think a big part of it is about validation and finding at least a feeling of community and shared words, shared verbiage, sort of the precursors, or there's maybe another word for that, but the notions of culture that are healthy. It's not a bad thing. People that go to church will say the word clavicle. What words? Don't they have all kinds of weird church words? So that kind of stuff. And I'm always trying to think of, like, I look for those things and I say to myself, self, those are crowded lanes. Is there a way to think about this that might not be so crowded? Maybe there's a different way to conceptualize this. Maybe in order to get somebody to kind of see something from a different way, a different approach. So I try to think about, like, the project I'm working on Winners and Losers, which actually I might be launching a new YouTube channel soon, is a part to differentiate. Stay tuned. It's called Torchlighter. Why am I trying to be? It's related to my dungeon theme. I've already made a really good outro. Is leverage. As opposed to talking about power imbalance, I want to talk about leverage, because that's kind of the same thing. But anyway, by the way, let's just go this way and see what kind of trouble we can find across the sea. There's definitely spiky, weird rock type of lands up that way. So we're gonna scout locations for landing, but that let us approach it from land. That's the idea. And I'm not even going to get into all the details of all that, but at one metaphor I was thinking of is those pictures of Mount Everest. I don't know if you've ever been through a Mount Everest phase. I think everybody probably learns about it at some point in their life. See, like up there's some land. It's very Mistlands looking. But I do see black forest that might be connected. This is so terrifying, honestly. Okay. I'll try to remember to get back to that. Mount Everest, pictures, crowded, puffy jackets. Okay? Colored, puffy jackets. See, this is more what I was thinking. Even though, look at how big this is, though. This whole, like, stretch out to the left horizon. Oh, yeah, that's definitely some crazy rocks going on over there. And some misty lands. We're in it. So I was picturing, oh yeah, this is kind of going north. I kind of thought we'd end up over there, up north, but this is, yeah, see, this is where I can land. Put this shit on the left. So let's cruise into it. I don't want to go in and get stuck, but I want to go into it. Like, look at that wall. to save my rambling for when it's not the scariest thing possible. Oh no, now it's just going away. What are you doing? I mean, I guess that's why they call it Mistlands, huh? Because if you don't look, you'll miss it. I missed the land because of the mist. Is that why it's called mist? Because it makes you miss land? It makes you miss whatever you can't see? Kind of hard to describe something you never saw. What did you miss? I don't know. I missed it. Why did you miss it? Missed. Well, did you win? No, but I won the sequel, Riven. Get it? You guys get it? Joke. Let me try this thing. That thing. This is where having a friendly person helps. Look at that thing. There's like a... Is that a building? That is cool. Never seen anything like that. Don't crash. I'm not going fast, by the way. Oh no, it's okay. It's an angled rock. So I have been in the, you know, as you know, I've seen it a little bit already, but I think there's a hare up on the rock ahead. I do have one hare body. Look at this place, man. It's dangerous. Oop, didn't mean to go backwards. Kind of can't resist. I sort of feel the need. Look at this. That thing looked like a straight up weird building, but no, it's just like some crazy ass angled rock. Oh baby. You see how these are like just like jagged islands? Okay. Where'd that hair go? There it is. Swimming away. But like you can't. Oh, it is dirt. Get anything out of it? Stone. Some jagoff shows up on an outer island. What happens if I turn this thing off? I want the hair to come back. That's why I pulled over. I doubt it floats if I kill it. I mean, it might float. Maybe if I could provoke its anger. You there! I mean, we are in it, aren't we? This is it. I see some stuff over there. We're not even in it. This is just barely. Okay. There's the hair. It's coming this way. Oh, there's a fish. Yeah, they have weird, crazy fish here, too. Oh, it killed. Can I shoot the fish? Can I harpoon? It's awful nice that he gets it right back. Yeah, they have like fish with glowing something. Are those different fish? Those like, I think those are puffers. Yeah, that fish is super cool. All right, I don't want to go deeper. Okay, back to the ship. Nice. I do kind of want to try to get some wood since we're kind of over here, but only if I deem it worth the risk. Actually, can I farm? Because I know I have those plants that are only grown on the that can't grow in the other soil types that I've got that are available. It's the magic blue flower thingy. This is pretty crazy. Keep it moving. Not a fan of this cloud of wall of mist. Let's see my little map a bit. So that's an island I just passed. Okay. We're at 51 minutes. Did I not just... Okay. Tell you what. One more episode recording tonight. Yeah, we got time. I'm having fun. Take care. We'll end this episode here. And we'll definitely be picking it up. Get a little movement going here. And we'll get on land. I'm going to hit that spot that's a little south of here. And we'll pick it up from there. Right over here. That seems like a decent enough staging location. Close to my base. Close to Northport. So take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.